Don't say anything. Don't let me forget that, Joe. This is a really good hockey game. The third period, we've been. When you get a 2-goal lead, it's kind of human nature to just fall back and defend. I thought it was a really good hockey game. I thought both teams were, at times, very dominant in the offensive zone. Tight game. Special teams are a big factor. A little frustrated with the type of penalties that we're taking right now, but I couldn't be prouder of the fact that we've been playing shorthanded for a long time here, and we continue to find ways to scratch and claw. And, you know, we don't win every game, but we're in every game. And tonight it dropped down to 3 lines halfway through the game, and the kids that played all those minutes really sucked it up. And tonight was a real character win for us. The guys, Lowell's a really good team. And you know, Matt Murray made a ton of huge saves. But happy with the way we played, proud of the way we played. We need a little more discipline in our game, but to beat that team, I'm very happy.
Talk about scratching and clawing. How encouraging was it to see in that third period the defense and Matt Murray just continue to hold up in that hole, even though they had a couple flurries there? Yeah, again, it's just bend but don't break. They scored both their goals on the power play and on nice shots that were, you know, I can't blame the goalie there. Both of them were barred down. But we had to work. We really, you know, luckily we won a lot of face-offs tonight, which helped us. But we're going to get better, and you know, we have one more game here before a break. And as I've said all along, this adversity is going to make us better. Like you're seeing Ryan Lautenbach and Lucas Mercury and Ryan Sullivan and Eric Faith's back. You're seeing these guys get better at a much quicker pace, and that's going to help us. When we get healthy, we'll have 4 good lines of forwards. Our defense can give us more, and Matt's given us a really good effort in the net. So we'll continue to fight one more game here, then we'll get a reset and hopefully go into the second half a really confident and strong team.
The goal that Scott scored to make it 2-0, is that something you guys can even coach, or is that just him doing what he does?
I couldn't do that. I couldn't even imagine doing that. I couldn't even do it in a video game. No, Scotty's a really skilled. You know, we've had 3 really talented defensemen here with Kale and Jonesy, and now with Scotty, and they're all different. And Scotty has an unbelievable ability to use his edges and separate in the offensive zone, and his hands are great, and his hockey sense is terrific, and he's very capable of doing that, you know. And I think he keeps finding more and more what he's capable of doing, and he's gaining confidence, and I think he's just going to continue to do things like that for us. Not to be super negative, but I think our back end, the rest of those guys can be better too. I think our back end should be better, and I'm going to keep pushing them to do so. And again, if we can do that, I really like this team.
Taylor McCarr has been seeing a little more ice time due to the injuries. Can you speak to his performance this series?
You know, I'm glad he's getting some ice time. It's important. That's how he's going to learn more than in practice. He has some really great assets. He's a big kid. He skates so well. He's really got a lot of energy. He's a very charismatic kid. He just needs to learn how to hold on to a puck and make a play and stay on his feet. You know, he's in the big boy pants club. Like, he's got to find the pants, and he's got to earn them. And when he does, he's going to be really effective because he's got great assets as a player, but he's got some deficits that he's got to work on. And so I'm glad he's getting opportunity. He's a really good kid. We got to get him to a point where he's being an effective part of the game.
You talked about the face-off advantage that you guys had today. Anthony Delgado was kind of at the forefront of that. I think he was 16 wins, 8 losses. You talk about the versatility he showed over this weekend specifically. I know you talked so highly about him last night, but just from a versatility standpoint, where do you think Delgado stands?
Most versatile guy on the ice.
He makes a great play in the power play for the first goal. He scores the third goal. He wins a ton of face-offs. He's on both special teams. He's one of the guys that I really lean on right now. And I can't say that going into the year I thought that was going to be the case. And I love it when guys prove me wrong. I've never doubted his character. He's one of the toughest kids I've ever coached. I think me and him got to a point where we have a lot of trust in each other, and it took some time. But I think sometime last year, it started to really grow, and now he's to a point where he's playing way above where I ever thought he would, and he's not going to come down. Like, he's going to play. He'll probably play second line center the rest of the year once we get Lapina back. And I didn't think that would be the case, and I give him credit. He's forced my hand, and he's been so effective, and he's really become the leader of the team right now. He's acting like the captain right now, and I have a ton of respect for kids who do that, who aren't recognized because they don't have a letter on their chest, but their actions force you to view them that way. And he's been our most valuable player, him and Matt Murray.
I guess sort of following up on that, does it feel like Anthony embodies the culture and identity that you've been setting on this team so far?
Yep, better than anybody. He's a UMass guy. He's not pretty. He's effective. He's not looking for accolades. He's wanting to be a good teammate. He's willing to sacrifice. He's tough as nails. He goes into hard areas. He sacrifices his body. Not many kids like that. Not many.
Anything more? Thank you.
Thank you. You talked about how you wanted to be more of a contributor in the offensive zone when we talked to you on Tuesday, and obviously a 4-point weekend. Just what can you say about that and about your ability to step up?
Yeah, I just work my hardest every shift, and I know I'm a capable player, and it's put in a good situation these past couple weeks, and happy to get it done for us this weekend.
That goal to start the third, it seemed like were you happy to do that in front of the student section? Because it really seemed like you wanted to connect with them and bring them into the game even more.
Yeah, it's fun to score goals. I usually get pretty animated, so yeah, it was cool to be right there.
Ryan, you got your first creative goal last night and your second assist of the season. Can you just speak to getting that goal and just your offensive performance over the series?
Yeah, just with the goal, I think it came down to my line mates, Lucas Mercury and Bobby Trevino. Both made great passes and good plays, and was happy to bury it.
I'm curious, what was going through you guys' mind when you watched Scotty do that little loop around the ice and he got like 8 people who scored his goal?
Yeah, Scotty's hilarious. He's such a stud. It's really cool to watch him grow every single day, and everybody was just like, holy crap when he did that.
And with all the injuries, do you feel them, moving forward to kind of step up and not like what's that kind of been like with the team in spite of all those injuries?
Yeah, everybody's like talking about that. Like, we're a team that's always had guys that just step up every step of the way. And, on our national championship run 2 years ago, it was the same thing. And last year was the same thing. And this year it's the same thing. We just have a lot of good players, and everybody plays the right way, and it doesn't matter who's in the lineup.
Anthony, very powerful. You're talking about how you were kind of acting, regardless of what's the letter or the lack of letter, you're acting like the captain on this team now. What has kind of switched to make you act this way and play at this higher level?
Yeah, I've just, I've been put on the ice in big-time situations, and I've been doing a great job. And Coach, I think I've earned his trust. And it just, when you have the guy that's putting you on the ice, his trust, it feels good. And, when you feel comfortable with yourself, you can act as a leader and kind of bring other guys on board with you. And, I think I've been in a leadership role before. I know what it takes to be a confident leader, and I'm just happy to be able to be doing a good job right now.
Can you talk about how you and Carr's relationship has developed over the years that you've been here for, and kind of how it's kind of come to this moment?
Yeah, well, it changes every day. I mean, you know, I just got to keep doing a good job, and he'll stick with me. And I just got to continue to be consistent. I think consistency is the biggest thing with him. And, you know, production helps with that. And I'm just, you know, hoping to carry this through to Wednesday and for the rest of the year.
And Ryan, can you just speak a little bit to playing alongside Bobby up top and, you know, how that's been and what you kind of learned from him up top?
Yeah, he's a great leader. Great player too, obviously. Coming off and going onto the bench, you learn things from him. He's always talking to us. He's pulling me and Lucas to be better, and he keeps pushing us every day, so it's really great.
Anthony, you've been around Matt Murray a long time, and you've seen obviously a lot of consistency from him. I'm just curious how important it is to have that sort of consistent force in the net for you guys in situations like this.
Yeah, I mean, Murr's the man. Like, you know, having the tandem of Fila and Murr for all those years was incredible, and now it's Murr's net, and he's doing an awesome job. I mean, every single night he's giving us a chance to win, and he's completely putting the game into the forwards' hands to score enough goals because he's going to make the saves that you have to make. And yeah, it just gives the team so much confidence knowing that we have a true number one and, you know, one of the best goalies in the country in that every single night.
Is it gonna be hard to not be back here for so long? Because I didn't even realize you guys were coming back until January 21st. Like, is that wild that you don't get another home game for that long?
When's our next home game?
January 21st.
Okay. Yeah, I just know we have a game on Wednesday. I don't think honest person, I like playing on the road. Like, we'll be fine on the road. It's kind of nice because none of the students will be here, so I guess we're saving our home games from the students here, so it'll be fun.
Yeah.
You guys haven't lost a game in regulation since October 3rd. What is it about this group that has powered that point streak?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty resilient. We score a lot of goals late in games, which is great. You know, it'd be nice to be up and keep the pucks out of the net, but we're a great team, and we have a lot of clutch players, and we're just going to get better as the year goes on.
Anything more for these guys? Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.